So Twitter drama, the news, haters, YouTubers, a lot has happened over the past few days, so this is my response and how I really feel about it. So a few days ago, there has been this tweet going around about Singaporean YouTubers. You know, the same old thing about Singaporean YouTubers making the same kind of content, only do types of videos, and at first I ignored it just like I do with most hate comments because haters gonna hate, right? This is the internet. You know, I started seeing two members of my team post about it on their close friends and that really made me upset. The Titan team works so hard on all our videos, so naturally I wanted to stand up for them. So I tweeted and everything blew up. Sometimes I cringe at myself. Okay, so perhaps I was a little defensive, but you know, when you spend blood, sweat and tears on something that's so important to you, naturally you'd want to stand up for your work, right? Yes? No? So anyway, I said what I said and a lot of haters got angry. So they said stuff like, Jian Hao Tan's channel needs to be taken down on the grounds of preserving national pride. If Jian Hao has another kid, his next video is going to be 2 types of children. Wait, Jian Hao Tan getting hate? A win for me. Since everybody's tweeting about it, I'ma hop on it too. Jian Hao. So I guess I sort of antagonized myself here and that gave people a reason to come at me. So various news and media also reported on this and this sparked some YouTubers to have their own take on this issue, some a little bit predictable, and then there's Sneaky Sushi who did a fabulous job breaking down the history of the YouTube scene in Singapore. And I just want to say to this amazing fan base, guys, do not jump on that video and send hate. Please do not, alright guys? I know that you guys are like super supportive of me and always want to back me up, but that's not what we're here to do, and let's just not do that. In this video, he made some pretty valid points and generally it was a pretty insightful video, so if you guys have time, you should go watch it. So over the years, we've done tons of listicle videos and pretty much gotten well known for it as it is our flagship content enjoyed by the mass audience. I mean, it's really nothing new. It's not the first time I had to talk about this issue either. The ones who are not from Singapore watching this probably does seem like a strange thing to have to deal with. I mean, given that YouTubers all over the world create listicle forms of videos, so we stick to the style because our fans enjoy it and we have fun making them and making the fans happy. But it has turned into a convenient narrative for haters to just say we do the same kind of content all the time, and that makes me feel a little bit misunderstood because we do have tons of other content in Titan. I mean, short films, podcasts, fashion, style, gaming, tech, property. So we always script our listicles according to the storyline, and if you remove the headings in the middle, the story still flows nicely, and I bet some of you guys never noticed that. So now that we've clarified a few things, one would assume that if you don't like the content, just don't watch it, right? Well, not exactly. Let's go through some of the comments on one of the articles. He is a bad influence to the young children who want to be a successful YouTuber like him without working in a conventional job. This is a nightmare to most parents. Ooh. Enduring works of art are often divisive, and the fact that his work has the power to spark a national debate speaks volumes. We should be proud to have a Singaporean representation on an international stage. Aw, Jay, that's so sweet. Aside from that, I've never even heard of his name before the Coin Master crap. His fake accent is gut-churning. I feel like he's such a major YouTuber in Singapore. He's representing us to those international people looking at his content. Some of us surely would feel mad or upset because we wouldn't want to be seen as a joke by the world. Basically, you get the idea, right? So growing up as a kid in an international school overseas, my sister and I were the only Singaporeans, so we'd represent Singapore every year in International Day. I was really proud to do it, and I was always really proud to hold our flag and represent Singapore. And I know I said it doesn't affect me, but it kind of hurts to see my own countrymen who don't even know me hating on me like that and making assumptions, influencers whom I thought was friends liking the hate tweets at me. You know, people who don't actually know me hoping that I'd fail. And it really made me wonder why. Why not just stop watching my videos if you don't like it? Why is it that everyone is so quick to jump on the hate wagon? It is because of schadenfreude. Schadenfreude is the pleasure that humans derive from another person's misery and having joyful feelings watching someone fail. For example, a celebrity having a misfortune or a YouTuber falling into some controversy, or the thing we love most here, shaming influencers. The experience of schadenfreude can also be experienced through tall poppy syndrome, which is to criticize, resent, and undermine success and the ambition of people. And it's funny because I rarely associate it with the word tall. But listen, I'm not trying to convince anyone that, ooh, I'm so successful. I still have a lot to go, still got a lot to accomplish and improve, but this culture is present in schools, workplaces, and it is toxic, okay? But where it is clearly visible is in YouTubers, celebrities, musicians, because aside from social media numbers, it is an opinion-based industry and success and merit are often subjectively defined. So it becomes easy to diminish the success in this area, and the problem is often the simple ignorance of facts. And if you were to feel joy of, a victim's fall from grace, then you would be experiencing schadenfreude. And we're all guilty of that, some more than the others. I'd probably do another video to dive deeper into this, but what I'm trying to say is, I understand why the hate. I mean, there literally is a science behind it. But here's the thing, why can't we just be happy for someone who's having a try or even doing well? Why do we need to tear others down just to make ourselves feel better? Even the media is guilty of this. And you know what? I bet the news people, they are not going to report on this video, not going to report on this because it doesn't fit their narrative. It really is more attractive to put YouTubers in a bad light or often just talk about how much they are earning. How can we have this mentality? And this is why local content creators rarely get a chance to make it big. And it's like when we hear a little good news about Singapore sports teams or the soccer team, right? People are just so quick to tear them down and say they won't get far. I mean, most of the people who say that S-League sucks, I bet you never even watched a game of S-League yourself. It's true, and even the Straits Times published an article talking about how Singaporeans only embrace homegrown talent after they found some form of success through an overseas body. And aside from government funding, right? Support local talent almost has no meaning anymore because the only time we support our own talents seems to be when other countries give them some form of credit. And I also see stuff like, I'll never watch Singaporean YouTubers because they are cringy. I mean, why would you say that? Why would you say that? There are tons of good YouTube channels, not just under the Titan Network, but tons of creators, really good ones. So why do we have this kind of mindset? I mean, even YouTube FanFest put out of Singapore. I mean, is that what we want? I've seen the comments on Reddit, Twitter, Hardware Zone, and it really does hurt. So me being thick-skinned is probably the reason why I'm still here. Because of this toxic negativity, there are others, there are creators, musicians, artists who are scared to try new things or find some form of success. And the ones who are so successful, I mean, they are so jaded, they are so wounded, and they can no longer bring themselves to be the voice of the people. And yet there are so many creative people in this country who can change the game and make us proud. But they don't even have a chance because we are just so quick to tear them down just to make ourselves feel better. So if you love doing something or if you want to try something new, as long as it's not harmful of course, then don't let anyone else tell you otherwise or bring you down. I'm not gonna lie, I haven't always opened up my mind to think like this, but after being in this industry for a few years, I do see a real issue. We should all celebrate each other's successes, regardless big or small, and with that mindset, our creators will improve. With a more loving, accepting mindset, our scene will flourish. And I'm not forcing anyone to like my videos. It's really not about me anymore. I've seen the hate. I've been through the stuff that this devilish industry has thrown at me. And this is about all of us. If we keep up this culture and not love ourselves, not love our own creators, then you'll soon realize that the people who are representing Singapore aren't actually from here. Shocker, right? And it has indeed already started. I'm not going to use any names, but if you enjoy watching 1-minute videos daily, then I guess that's nice. And yeah, sure, once in a while we see something new, something fresh, we get excited, but generally we just don't support creators enough here. And if you disagree, then it's probably because in your heart, you already think that you support a smaller, maybe edgier or struggling YouTuber, but you know what? Because of your support, one day they will get big, they will find success, they will get those endorsements, they will get those sponsored posts and that YouTube bag. And they need that to survive. They need that to continue doing the content that you love them for. And then, schadenfreude. How do I know that? Because I was once that small YouTuber. But we can change this. Let's not be too quick to judge anyone. Even after this drama, I am still going to continue making listicle videos, but I'm not going to stop there. I'm going to continue building the Titan Network, change the media landscape, try to reform education and build schools around the world. And if you have a problem with me or my dream, then why don't you try to have a conversation with me instead? So at the end of the day, I just hope that everyone can be a little more positive and encouraging, and hopefully with this mindset, more creators will have the confidence to want to even put out content. We just need to spread love. Alright, I don't know, am I too crazy to think this? But if you've really set your mind on just really hating, then I can't stop you. But to the rest, you know, me being in this industry for a while now, I do think that there is a need for a change, and a lot of the people will agree with me on this. So let this be the change, guys. Free your mind, free your soul. And if you are just a creator or anyone with a dream, then you can do it. You can make it happen, and just don't let anyone tell you otherwise. And that's all I have to say. Love you all. Thank you for listening, and I wish everyone a happy and healthy second half of 2020. Peace.